Good morning, everyone. Guten Morgen. Hope everybody's having a good day. I am doing okay. I'm still trying to figure out what I am. It's all right. All right. And every day is another day to do the things that we do, right? But some days it can feel pretty tough for me. Kind of, I'm not pushing against anything. I don't know. God will provide answers, I guess. I'm still waking up though, so I gotta give myself a little bit of a chance to kind of figure out what's actually happening in this head. A good way to do that is by doing daily reflections. So let's just get to it. So I'm gonna read from both today. I'm just gonna cruise through the daily reflections one because I think we kind of need to help. I'm just gonna read the bottom part. In order for me to start working the 12th step, I had to work on sincerity, honesty, and learn to act with humility. Acting with humility. Okay, so acting with life, and not we're no longer reacting to life anymore. You might get some bits here and there. Somebody say something, you might throw something at them. Got to do a 10 step, blah blah blah. But for the most part, we're pretty free people by this point. And if you're not feeling that by the time you get to the 12th step, then you might want to take a quick review or something. Carrying the message is a gift of myself, no matter how many years of sobriety I may have accumulated. My dreams can become reality as I solidify my sobriety by sharing what I have received freely. As I look back to the time when I began my recovery, there was already a seed of hope that I could help another drunk pull himself out of his alcoholic mire. Yep. We are the only ones that can do it, usually. My wish to help another drunk is the key to my spiritual health. My wish, okay? Now we wish that we can, that God, place somebody in front of me that I can help today. Please. But I never forget that God acts through me. I'm only his instrument. All right, I'm going to take away that only. I am his instrument. Even if that other person is not ready, there is success because my effort in his behalf has helped me to remain sober and to become stronger. Oh, really? So you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Right here, they're shoving their head in there. Because of my effort on his, even if the other person is not ready, they may not be ready. So do everything you can to ruin their drinking career for the rest of their lives. God, they're going to hate you for it. They are. They're going to be mad at you until they recover. Then they're going to come back and thank you. And hopefully you're still around, right? If I'm capable of laughing today, let me not forget those days when I cried. God, remind me that I can feel compassion. Yeah, there's a lot of people that I have a lot of people in the recovery coach world that watch my stuff too. You guys watch yourselves when it comes to that stuff. Over helping. Don't do more than never work harder than the client. It does nobody any good. And for those of you out there that have recovery coaches under you, I suggest that you focus on your recovery coaches and not clients. I think you're kind of doing a disservice to people by taking on a lot of clients and RCs. They're two different worlds. That's why they're not understanding the difference between DAP notes and client notes. Just real quick. Something that's bothering me. All right. Difficulties are God's errands, and when we Difficulties are God's errands, and when we are sent upon them, we should esteem it a proof of God's conscience, wrote Beecher. So, will God give you more than you can handle? I think this is your own opinion. I really do. I think this is between you and God. Okay, this is between you and your higher power, and how you work it. Okay, because in this case, people are different, so this is going to be different. I'm of the belief that God gives me more than I can handle, or I don't reach out to His children. Okay, so I don't believe in that for me. But not everybody works like me in that sense. So let's kind of take a look at it. This thought brings us to step 10. Okay. Now I'm reading step 10, but what we're talking about this is not step 10. This is just a general, this is just something general, but what I'm reading here coincides with it. And what coincides with it is the 10th step promises. But we have to, before we get to it, we have to, as I do step 9. Oh, okay. Whoops. This thought brings us step 10, which suggests we continue to take personal inventory. Setting a right new, I'm just going to read it, but take what you need for the reading, okay? We vigorously commenced this way of living as we cleaned up the past. We have entered the world of the spirit. Our next function is to grow in understanding and effectiveness. This is not an overnight matter. It should continue for a lifetime. Continue to watch for selfish, dishonesty, resentment, and fear. When these crop up, we ask God at once to remove them. If you're seeing these things and you're newer, you can ask God to get rid of them already if you want to. You don't need to hang on to those. Okay, you'll work on them later. But if you're not on step 4, then if you are not on step 4, then you should be letting this go. I'm not on step 4. Okay, letting it go, and then go talk to your sponsor, a closed mouth friend, somebody that can listen and understand where you're coming from. When we discuss these with someone immediately and make amends quickly if we have harmed anyone, we talk to somebody, because it takes away the power, man. Okay, it takes away the power. When we speak things out of our mouth, the power is being taken away. Okay, and you'll find some comfort in it, even though it could be scary at first. It could be really scary at first. I had to make a phone call yesterday. It scared the fuck out of me. Okay, I did it. It was uncomfortable. But I had to take care of something. I had to. And God gave me the willingness and gave me the right words, I guess. Not I guess, He did. Love and tolerance of others is our code. We don't need to be on the 10th step to do that either. All right. We can love other people and start to learn how to love ourselves. Okay. So love and tolerance of others is our code. But for you right now, if you're not on the 10th step, then love and tolerance of ourself is the code. Okay. Because you're going to need to learn how to love yourself first before you can start showing other people how to love. But these are the promises. And we have ceased fighting everyone and everything. Anything or anyone, even alcohol. For by this time we have recovered, by this time sanity will have returned. My mind is going 50 miles an hour quicker than my mouth, and my dyslexia is having fun. For this time sanity will have returned. We will seldom be interested in liquor. If tempted, we recoil from it as from a hot flame. We react sanely and normally. We will find that this happened automatically. We will see that our new attitude toward liquor is given without any thought or effort on our part. It just comes. That is the miracle of it. We are no longer fighting. Neither are we avoiding temptation. We feel that we have been placed in a position of neutrality, safe and protected. And that's what it is. It's balance. It's living in the middle. And I got that I think. Hold on. Stop. It looks more than it is because I actually don't have half eyebrow. So it's kind of hard to tell on camera. So I lost this eyebrow when I was 2, and my son still owns that coffee table. It's over 50 years old. The thing is the biggest piece of shit in the world, but I love it. It's going to be around for, it's like our family. I'm passing it through the family. It is easy. Okay, let's finish this. We have not even sworn off. Instead, the problem has just been removed. It doesn't exist anymore. We're neither cocky nor we are afraid. That is our experience. That is how we react as long as we keep in fit spiritual condition. Okay, I had to say that slow because my dyslexia wants to say spiritual condition. So, and you can have some of that before you even get to the 10th step, because remember in the 9th steps it says we are going to be amazed before we are halfway through. Okay, my temptation for liquor was removed at about the 4th step, and it just, like they said, it just happened. There was no fighting it. There wasn't anything. I just noticed that one day I went by the liquor store and didn't notice. That's what had happened. I went to Sevi to get my soda, to get my big gulp, because I had my $1.29. I wasn't allowed to have very much money. So in the beginning, that's not smart to let a drunk have cash. And I came back, and I realized, I'm like, I didn't even look in the liquor store. I didn't even notice it. And I walked by every day. And that's when it happened for me. It was real small, wasn't a huge thing, but for me, inside it was a big turn, and I was able to talk to my sponsor, have a big deal about things like that. So I've come to realize that my past troubles were really of my own making. So I want to clarify, before I get into this, I want to clarify, okay, so will God give you more than you can handle? So for me, I have a tough time reaching out to his children. So he tends to give me more than I can handle, okay? Or maybe what I deem as, okay? Really, it depends on how you look at it and what your comfort level is. Honestly, I mean, if you feel that God doesn't give you more than you can handle to help you with your anxiety and things like that, and you are still reaching out to his children for help, then good on you, man. You are a step ahead of me. Okay. I really do think it's a personal thing, because I've seen it happen both ways. So whatever you're most comfortable with. I've come to realize that my past troubles were really of my own making. So see, it doesn't matter anyway, because all of our problems are of our own making, right? Although I hardly thought so at the time, I was a primary example of what the program calls self-will run riot. Today, I'll accept my difficulties as signposts to growth and as evidence of God's confidence in me. Do I believe that God will never give me more than I can handle? May I believe strongly that God has confidence in me to handle my troubles? That's what it's really all about, isn't it? That God's finally like, poof, you can handle your own shit, Dion. Poof, but I don't want to. Too bad. Too bad. Okay. Well, I can't handle that. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. At the same time, don't bat away God's favors to you, man. Don't do that either. No, don't want to. Oh man, that was my sobriety. Don't react to life, act with life. May I believe strongly that God has confidence in me to handle my troubles, that the difficulties I may face are in direct proportion to my strength and ability to bear up and keep a cool head in a crisis. May I also understand that it is my faith in God which keeps me from crumbling. Today I remember God has faith in me because I have faith in God. Isn't that kind of how a relationship works? We need to be the ones that put our foot forward to God first, because he's already done it a million times for us, and it's our turn. That's the way I felt about it. God had been saving my butt. over and over and over again because there was something I needed to do. So I think that it was okay for me to put my foot forward this time to say, God, you are right. We need to have a relationship. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a great day, and I'll be back for tomorrow's daily reflection. I hope you have a great day. Peace out, and have a day. Thank you, guys.